Hey everybody, Dr. Turpeau here, Black America's Love Doctor, answering a question from viewers about love and relationships or any other topics. We'll jump right in. But before we do, just want to remind you that if you find any of these videos helpful, please share them with other people. Send them to them so maybe something that you hear you think might actually benefit from someone else, not only the viewer who's asking the question. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out my website, blacklovedoctor.com. Okay, so let's get in for the question this evening. Dear Dr. Turpeau, I have been seeing a gentleman now for a week. I wasn't the least bit interested in him. I was at a point where I wasn't seeing anyone. I had just ended a dead-end relationship and wanted to focus on myself before re-entering the dating scene. My parents are really ready for me to settle down and have a family, but I am tired of dead-end men, the men who don't want anything but to hang out with their friends, drink beer, or smoke weed, or the men who are unemployed and just want to try and spend all of your hard-earned money. I have even dated the professionals who have degrees, cars, and the money, but they don't want to do anything for you, but expect you to do for them, if you know what I mean. This guy I met is 8 years younger than me, and he is a blue-collar worker. He's nothing like what I would even consider dating. I usually wouldn't even consider dating his type. But he's really nice. He gives flowers and takes me out to eat. He even stops by after work to fix things around the house for me. I recently lost my job and money was tight, so he has been giving me money. I am not really attracted to him at all, but I feel like I need him. I don't know what to do. He is not what I consider my Mr. Right, but maybe he is my Mr. Right now. What do you think? All right, viewers, so let's get right into it here. Wouldn't you know it? When you know it, you actually found someone, and you finally find that person, and you're not attracted to them. So isn't that funny how life goes that way? You may not think it's too funny, so you really need to figure out what it is that you want. You really need to take some time out to figure out what it is, what type of relationship you want, and what type of person you are really looking for. It seems like attraction is the only variable that's missing for this current relationship that you're in. And so if that's the only variable, then logic dictates for you to go ahead and grab him up and appreciate him before someone else does. So if attraction is not that important to you or is not significantly more important than all these other things, then I agree with logic. You need to go ahead, grab him up, and appreciate him before somebody else gets to him. Receive your blessings. Don't block your blessings because you're never going to find anybody who's just totally perfect and has everything that you want. You're always going to have to settle on something because nobody's going to be perfectly exactly what you want. So you just have to decide what's important and what's not important. That's why I say you need to really take some time out to yourself to figure this out, to whether or not attraction is a deal breaker for you. It doesn't have to be. For some people it is, for some people it isn't. But if it's a deal breaker for you, then you really need to really get to know yourself to figure that out. Okay? If it's not a deal breaker, then you need to, by all means, go ahead and get with him. So don't block your blessings. This could be a potentially harmonious relationship, long-lasting love relationship. So don't let the attraction, if it's not a deal breaker, don't let that get in the way. It all depends on your personal priorities, though. That's what it depends on. And that's why you need to take that time out. How important is attraction to you? And it's different for everyone. If it's significantly important, it's very important to you, then rather than grab them up, you need to move on if it's significantly important to you. But it all comes down to what it is that you want and how important it is to you. So if it's that important to you that you don't want to be with him because you're not attracted to him, then do yourself a favor and stop using him. Stop wasting your life. Stop using him. You're wasting your life, wasting your time, spending time with somebody that there's no future in. And do him a favor and stop wasting his life. Let him go on to find somebody that will appreciate him. Now, this doesn't make you a bad person that you're not attracted to him. It's just, if it's important to you, then go ahead and find somebody that you're attracted to. You should try to meet your needs. Everybody is out here trying to their needs met, trying to make life the best life that they can have. For me, when I was on the dating scene, attraction was very important to me. So as shallow as it may seem, if that's a part, some people say, is that shallow? That attraction is that important? Yes, it's shallow. But if that's who you are, then be honest with who you are. That is much wiser and smarter to be honest with who you are. Okay? So you should try to get your needs met, especially the ones that are important and you feel are deal breakers. Now, if you settle, and if it's that important to you and you settle, then you may be tempted to cheat. And you don't want to do that. That's not a life of integrity. And your mate, if you settle for something that's that important to you, then your mate will not feel loved and appreciated. They will pick up the vibe that you're really not into them. And so that's not nice to your mate as well. You're not being nice to you. You're not being nice to your mate. So it's not a good decision to settle for something that's very important to you. Because in the end, both of you will be unhappy. And so to sum it up, basically what I'm saying is that if attraction is not that important to you, then congratulations, you have found someone, and you need to appreciate that person and grab them up and move on. Now, if it is very important to you, then don't string him along. Okay, you're using him. You're taking advantage of him so he can come by and fix up your house. Don't do that to people. Don't use them to have them spend money on you and all these things. If you know there's no future to it and you know that you need to be attracted because that's an important thing to you, then go ahead and do away with it. That would be do away with the relationship, because otherwise that would just be mean to use people that way. So you need to spend time alone, do some self-exploration to figure out how important is attraction to you. It doesn't have to be. It's not a must. It has to be important to you. It's not that it does not have to be important to you. It's all about you. It's not the way it should be. It's the way that you want your life to be. That's the key thing. It's not about how it should be. It's how you want it to be. It's not that should attraction be important to me or should it not be. It's how you want your life to be. And so that's what we're trying to design for you, is a life and a relationship that you want. Okay? If it's not that important again, then don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Go ahead, be with the person, and be happy with what you have. If it is important to you, then don't waste your time and don't waste his time. Okay, so take some time alone and figure this out for yourself about how important it is to you. Then you'll know the answer about which way to go on this situation. Okay, if you want more detailed guidance, please make sure you check out my book, the Essence Magazine bestseller, called The Harmonious Way: Find Love and Marriage by Playing Your True Note. Okay, you can find it on Amazon, or you can find it at my website, blacklovedoctor.com. So I actually wrote the book for people exactly like you who are trying to figure out what type of love relationship they want, and they're trying to figure out the type of person that will help them be in that type of relationship. So please take your time to figure that out and look at the book. Check out my website, as I mentioned before. And this is a very key thing and important thing for you to take this time out, because figuring out how important it is to you will help you determine which direction to go. All right, so hopefully, again, as I mentioned up front, if you think somebody could benefit from this video, please forward it to them. Check out my website, blacklovedoctor.com, and also sign up to this YouTube channel. So thank you very much. Hopefully that helps, and I will talk to you later. Harmonious wishes. Thank you. Bye.